In the span of just a few hours, the entire outlook of the Buffalo Bills season nearly flipped upside down. On one side, a jaw-dropping rumor about a two-time Super Bowl champion reignited hope among the Bills faithful. On the other, a terrifying scene at training camp had the whole organization holding its breath. Today, we're breaking down everything that went down, the good, the bad, and the downright dramatic, so buckle up, because this is one wild ride through Buffalo Bills training camp. And hey, if you're new here, smash that subscribe button because we've got Bills content dropping all season long. Let's start with the man who makes this entire operation run, Josh Allen. There is no exaggeration in saying Allen has become the face of the Buffalo Bills and arguably the most dangerous quarterback walking an NFL sideline today. After finally dethroning Patrick Mahomes atop ESPN's prestigious quarterback rankings, Allen enters this season playing what many believe is the best football of his career. His decision-making has sharpened, his turnovers have dropped, and his ability to manufacture chaos, whether slinging it 50 yards downfield or bulldozing linebackers on a 4th and 1, has made him arguably the most complete quarterback in football. But here's the uncomfortable truth every championship contender has to face. What happens if the unthinkable occurs? What happens if Josh Allen goes down? Right now, Buffalo's answer to that question is Kyle Allen and Shane Buechele. Solid guys. Experienced, sure, but neither one has proven he can walk into a playoff atmosphere and steer a Super Bowl caliber roster. And that gap in the depth chart hasn't gone unnoticed. NFL insider Grant Gordon believes the Bills need to seriously consider making a move. And the name he's floating is a familiar one. Jimmy Garoppolo. Here's the twist. Garoppolo actually flirted with retirement earlier this offseason. After going unsigned and watching the free agent market dry up around him, the veteran quarterback reportedly considered walking away from the game entirely. But according to league insiders, Jimmy G has had a change of heart. He wants back in, if the money and the opportunity line up. And when you look at his URSM, it's not hard to see why a contender like Buffalo should be calling. This is a guy who won 2 Super Bowl rings backing up Tom Brady in New England, then went out and led the San Francisco 49ers to a Super Bowl of his own as the starter. Over a decade of NFL experience, 3 different franchises as QB1, and a track record most backups can only dream of. Financially, it's a no-brainer too. Garoppolo played his last 2 seasons on modest one-year, $3 million deals. For a Bills team trying to build a championship roster without blowing the salary cap. That's about as low-risk an insurance policy as you'll find anywhere in the league. And make no mistake, Josh Allen is not just having a good season, he's making history. He recently became the first quarterback in NFL history to rack up at least 25 passing touchdowns and 10 rushing touchdowns in 3 consecutive seasons. Let that sink in. Nobody, not Mahomes, not Rodgers, not anybody, has ever done that 3 years running. Pro Football Reference's Hall of Fame monitor already has Allen ranked ahead of enshrined legends like Troy Aikman and Joe Namath, and he's only played 8 seasons. The trajectory here is almost unfair. Naturally, the Bills are praying they never need Garoppolo or anyone else to step onto that field in a critical moment. But championship teams don't hope for the best. They prepare for the worst. And quietly signing one of the most experienced backup quarterbacks available could end up being one of the smartest, least talked about moves Buffalo makes all offseason. Now, while all that quarterback speculation was swirling, something happened on the practice field that made every Bills fan's stomach drop. Tight end Dalton Kincaid, arguably Josh Allen's most trusted weapon and a newly minted Pro Bowler, went down hard after a play. And anyone who's followed this team knows exactly why that moment triggered instant panic. Kincaid has been fighting knee trouble for what feels like forever. This is a player who has already missed 10 regular season games across his first 3 NFL seasons, including 5 just last year. So when he came up limping off the field, coaches froze, teammates went quiet, and Bills Twitter absolutely lost it. for a few agonizing minutes. It looked like Buffalo's offense might be facing its worst-case scenario before the season had even started. But then came the relief. Kincaid himself set the record straight, explaining that the injury wasn't his knee at all, it was a painful shot to a much more sensitive area entirely. ESPN's Alina Getzenberg confirmed the clarification, and just like that, the panic evaporated as quickly as it had spread. Crisis averted. Barely, but here's why that scare hit so hard. Kincaid is coming off a breakout year that finally validated everything the Bills hoped he'd become. In just 12 games, he hauled in 39 catches for 571 yards and 5 touchdowns, earning his first career Pro Bowl selection. Buffalo already exercised the fifth-year option on his rookie contract, pushing his career earnings to nearly $21 million, but a big, healthy, injury-free season this year could set him up for a truly massive payday. And he's already shown flashes of exactly why he's worth the investment, hauling in a ridiculous over-the-shoulder touchdown grab from Allen during red zone drills. In the pouring rain, no less. The chemistry between those two is undeniable, and if Kincaid can stay upright, he might just become the most dangerous weapon in Buffalo's arsenal this season. And he won't be doing it alone. The Bills also brought in wide receiver DJ Moore this offseason, finally giving Josh Allen the true number one receiver this offense has been missing since Stefon Diggs walked out the door. If Moore lives up to the hype and Kincaid stays healthy alongside veteran tight end Dawson Knox, Buffalo's receiving room could be the best of Josh Allen's entire career. Avoiding a serious injury to Kincaid might end up mattering just as much as anything Buffalo's front office did all offseason. Now, while all eyes were locked on Allen and Kincaid, there's a quieter storyline brewing in the background, and it could end up shaping Buffalo's roster just as much as anything happening under center. Training camp is a battlefield for the little guys too, and several of those battles are heating up fast. First up, the punter competition. Veteran Mitch Wishnowsky enters camp with a built-in advantage of having held the job last season, but a seventh-round rookie named Tommy Doman is not backing down. Doman impressed scouts in college with a booming leg and excellent hang time, while Wishnowsky continues to lean on precision and consistency. Special teams coordinator Jeff Rodgers is watching closely, and this one could go right down to the wire. Then there's the punt returner job. Speedster Mecole Hardman brings all-pro caliber burst to the position. Keon Coleman has gotten his own opportunities back there, and now a new name has entered the mix, Dante Pettis, whose college career included a staggering 9 punt return touchdowns. Coaches won't just be looking at returnability here either. A player's value as a receiver could tip the scales. Speaking of receivers, the battle for the third wide receiver spot might be the juiciest of them all. With DJ Moore locked in as the presumed WR1, Josh Palmer, Keon Coleman, and rookie Skylar Bell are all clawing for that WR3 role. Palmer's been flashing in practice, Coleman is fighting to shake off an inconsistent start to his career, and Bell has quietly built a reputation for reliability. Whoever earns Josh Allen's trust first could see real playing time once the games start counting. And don't sleep on the fullback battle either. With Reggie Gilliam gone, rookie Jackson Aker and former Eagles linebacker Ben Van Sumeren are duking it out for the spot, with special teams performance likely deciding who sticks on the 53-man roster. None of these battles are making national headlines, but championship rosters are built in the shadows, in these exact kinds of unglamorous position fights. If Buffalo nails these decisions, they could be walking into the 2026 season with one of the deepest, most complete rosters anywhere in the NFL. So here's where we turn it over to you. Should the Bills actually go out and sign Jimmy Garoppolo as their emergency insurance policy behind Josh Allen? Do you think Dalton Kincaid can finally stay healthy for a full 16-plus games and have the breakout year everyone's been waiting for? And which of these training camp battles, punter, punt returner, WR3, or fullback, do you think ends up mattering the most once the season kicks off? Drop your predictions in the comments because we read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a Buffalo Bills update. We'll be back very soon with the next chapter of this Bills training camp saga. Until then, go Bills.